Dr. Bob here with the Mason Method for Natural Childbirth, and this video is for spouses, husbands, boyfriends. I want to show you specifically what your role looks like during a natural birth. Because I hear a lot of times women will say that, they're doing all this work to prepare and they're researching and they're, taking this role on of really preparing to have a birth with no medications, but their spouse isn't necessarily doing anything. And I found that it's not necessarily that they don't support natural birth, it's more so they just don't really know what to do. So in this video, I want to show you 3 things that a spouse can do during labor specifically to support natural childbirth. Because I feel like this role of the spouse is so crucial, it can be a game changer. And so you really have to know what your job is. So the first thing I would say is that you should take the role on of a coach. And if you approach labor like, you're the coordinator, you're the coach, you're the one that's basically running things, it takes pressure off of her so that she can just focus on labor. So you're like the one that's basically guiding her through this process. So what it looks like is that you should handle the details like arranging transportation or childcare if you have other children, or telling friends, family, work that she's in labor. You should know when to leave for your birth location and make sure you have her birth plan whenever you leave. You should contact a doula, a midwife, OBGYN, whoever you need to contact, you should do that, so she shouldn't. But you should also know what her plans are for different situations. So like, for example, if labor stalls, does she want to induce medically or does she want to take a natural approach? Does she want to arrive at her birth location early or does she want to get there late? You have to know what her general idea is and what type of birth she wants to have so that you can guide her through it and she just focuses on labor. So if that's the first job, to be a coach, that's a broad overview. The second job that's a little more specific is becoming more familiar with each stage of labor and what it looks like, and then having a process to guide her through with each stage. And this requires a little bit of preparation up front, but a general outline should look like this. And so early on, she should be alternate changing positions. She should be resting and eating. You should encourage her and help her develop a routine to cope with contractions. So, by breathing through them and taking a positive outlook, you're setting great habits that'll really help out during late first stage labor when it's more intense. And at the same time, you have to be able to recognize emergencies and know how to overcome obstacles. So if labor does stall, you should have a handful of things that you're going to try. You have to look at it also from a mindset perspective, because if her mindset starts to shift towards a negative one and you hear things like, I can't do it, or these contractions keep coming, you need to step in and offer encouragement. And I always recommend having a few self-affirming phrases like breath to baby means healthy baby, or relaxed mama equals healthy baby and smooth delivery. I'm okay, my baby is okay. But this can greatly impact her mindset. So you have to have that ready as well. And then the third step is during all of this, you have to read her and give her what she needs. So you have to offer encouragement if she needs it. If she wants to be left alone, then leave her alone. Listen to what she wants and be able to deviate from your process. You can't be so structured that you're going to follow it, because birth is not like that. Labor is definitely not like that. It's dynamic and it changes. So you have to be able to read the situation and know what she needs. So if she changes her mind and wants to go to the hospital early and she wants to get an epidural, act quickly. If she refuses to eat or change positions, let her be, and then maybe revisit this later, but don't try to force anything. The key to natural birth is that she has to listen to her body and do what feels right for her, and above all, you have to keep her comfortable and as safe as possible. So feel free to download this guide here that we created. It's a nice quick reference cheat sheet that you can pull out during labor. It's from my e-course that my wife and I created, the Mason Method for Natural Childbirth. If you feel like you've learned a little bit of valuable information here, maybe consider purchasing our class. My wife and I developed it to help women have a non-traumatic childbirth without any unnecessary medical interventions. That leads to a fast recovery and a healthy baby. So all you have to do is follow the link on this page. It gives you a step-by-step process of how to navigate through some of these things that I spoke on today.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website for more tips and information on natural childbirth.